A beautiful night for the Manatee County Fair.
It was, and I tell you, a lot of people were there too, Ray. On top of that, I had the traditional fried butter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
you do it once in a while. Yeah, my jacket's a little bit tight this evening, but fried butter. And get a look at this. It's a beautiful night tonight. We're high above the Manatee County Fair, right there in the Ferris wheel, which was packed full of people. And there's some of the beauty queens right there. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the rides were busy, obviously the Midway, and they had a great concert there tonight too. And it looks like they'll have entertainment through the next 9 days. So this goes on for 9 days. And in the years past, over 100,000 people have moved through the gates there.
Wow.
So that is a big fair. This is the 101st offering of the Manatee County Fair. And speaking of the queens, well, here's a photo of them. I had a chance to get a picture with them and their escorts and chaperones. Sadie Montanus, right there. She is Miss Manatee. And then you had the junior Miss Manatee. That's Reagan Williams. And Haley Rizza. She is the little manatee right there, the little manatee queen. And she's a doll. She's actually in my daughter's school. So it was fun seeing those there. And a lot of people up there coming up saying hello. And I tell you, some showers said hello too briefly, but moved on quickly. This was from Kimberly Slade showing the clouds moving on in, mid to low level clouds really. And the Van Wezel webcam indicating that we did get that cloudiness move in from the east to the west on that easterly flow, and it did bring just a few brief showers around, but then the skies kind of cleared out a little bit, making for a gorgeous sunset once again. And it looks like the weekend will be similar. There'll be a chance for a late day shower, but all in all, you can see the rain around into central Florida weakening as it pushes off to the west. That little line that brought some light rainfall into parts of Manatee County has since moved on, and we're looking for overnight partly cloudy skies. Right now it's 68 in Sarasota and 69 into Bradenton. Venice now at 68 degrees. And as far as the high goes today, above average, 2 days in a row now, 80 degrees. And this weekend is going to be much different than last weekend. You recall last weekend we had all the cold and rain on Saturday morning and then chilly weather on Sunday. A different story this one. 61 degrees. Our low this morning, well above the average, which is normally 52, and our average high 71 will be about 8 to 9 degrees above that tomorrow. No rainfall officially, no measurable precipitation. However, we had a few, as I said, brief showers around. Well, overnight forecast calling for a little bit of patchy fog and temperatures dropping down unseasonably warm into the upper 50s to low 60s with just a few clouds in the afternoon. Current temperatures down into the mid to upper 50s. Inland areas, the low 60s and upper 50s will be right near the coast, where the water temperature is now at 65 degrees. Venice at 66 degrees. And in Cortez, 3 degrees warmer. Same in Bradenton, and temperatures are expected to stay unseasonably warm over the next several days because there's kind of been a holding pattern now as far as any major storm systems advancing in our direction. What we are looking at, though, is this ice storm. You see the area in pink? That's the beginning of it. What's happening is this warm, moist air is overriding this extremely cold air, and that's setting up for a significant ice storm across the central U.S., where there are numerous warnings now. These are all warnings throughout most of the state of Kansas and throughout most of Missouri. We're talking ice accumulations up to a ½ inch, and that causes power outages, significant power outages. I remember one when I lived in Kansas City back in the mid-70s that knocked power out for over a week. And so this is going to be a big issue, I think, coming up over the weekend. Temperatures right now 27 right there in Kansas City, St. Louis at 32, and 8 degrees in Minneapolis. You factor in the wind, it's -2 there, -12 in Minot, a little bit warmer in Washington at 37 degrees. For us, we'll see the same pattern as we've had over the past couple of days, just a few showers coming on in the late afternoon, and there'll be only a few. Northeast winds at 5 to 10 knots. Great boating weather over the weekend, just a light chop on the bays and inland waters. High tide at 12:24. Sunrise will be at 7:22. Tonight, just a little bit of patchy fog, partly cloudy, mild, 58 for your low. Tomorrow, nice weekend ahead. Some morning sunshine followed by some afternoon clouds, and the rain chance hardly worth mentioning, less than 20%. Until we get to Thursday, next Thursday, there's a chance that we'll see a weak front get close, but really temperatures well above where they normally are this time of year.